What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan, and I am your Nootropics information wizard. Thanks for being with me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Check us out on the web at livecortex.com/blog, because it's a big blog for nootropics information. We also have really great nootropic products, 3 of which I'll explain here in a second. And I need you guys to like us on Facebook. I don't know if you guys that are here on the channel like us on Facebook, but please do that. We need more likes. We need to build up that channel, in case, especially in case YouTube whacks this channel, which they have twice now, mistakenly. Was thinking like nootropics are some bad thing or something. Anyway, like us there. Here are the 3 products I mentioned. Let's support this podcast.
Elite level nootropic products.
All right, number 1, we've got a stack. It's called Cortex. It's not only like our stack that we have, but it's a stack that's used by people in 20 countries around the world. The Cortex nootropic stack is a world-renowned nootropic stack. And it's like that for a reason. I mean, I am an entrepreneur, and when I built it, I was running a national technology company that I built in 2011. And I took a combination of ingredients that was so powerful for brain function, for focus, for mental energy, for verbal fluency. Like, it increased my sales ability. I was just like, I was a killer on that stack. I formulated that in a pre-made stack. That was the next business that I was going to do. It's called Cortex. Everybody uses Cortex. You gotta buy a bottle. livecortex.com. Coupon code 5 FIVE saves you some money. Gets it for $28. We have a consulting service, all right? It's pretty awesome. It's a 40-minute call with me, 15 additional email correspondences. Most folks drill us with questions on nootropics and or have me figure out stacks for them that work really well. And if you're new to nootropics, you just have to buy Smarter, Better, Faster. That is where you start. Digital book on nootropics teaches you everything, has many stacks. Okay, so there's a couple really great things about this anecdotal that I want to read from a nootropic subreddit from, pretty recently. Actually, I don't know when this was. This is the date that I printed it out. But I always look for these, and I look for a couple things when people say, like, this racetam really helped me function well, or this nootropic helped me function well. I look at their doses. I look at if they managed to do it right. Like, took it with a good solid choline source in lower doses, nothing crazy. I look for anomalies, like something that's different than the standard advice that people give on, particularly on dosing nootropics. Other folks always talk about high dosing. They're coming from a frame of like just getting into nootropics or having only been taking them for maybe a year or 2. I'm coming from the frame of taking them for 10 years. And so understand like how to appropriately take them and how to, you really want to be able to lower dose them to get maximized effects. And there's a way to do that. You got to read Smarter, Better, Faster. You haven't figured that out. And then also be able to just take them sustainably. So this has a lot of those. And then I also like to look at, wow, did this person have significant performance benefits from taking a particular nootropic stack? And this like anecdotal has all that stuff. So I just want to read it to you guys. It's on Oxiracetam. Hello all. Today, I absolutely smashed my psychology exam on Oxiracetam, and I just want to share my experience with this nootropic. It's helped so much in cognition, especially memory, verbal comprehension, verbal fluency. I studied for this exam only 3 days, and a significant amount of information I memorized was in the last 5 hours before the exam. That's pretty crazy, right? Remember, most of the information a mere 5 hours before the exam. That's kind of unheard of unless your memory's working better, which Oxiracetam facilitates via the release of a neurotransmitter involved in memory in a memory-centric region of the brain called the hippocampus. It's what it does. Upon reading a section of the textbook, I could literally lay out its content quite precisely in my own words immediately, and after some time as well. It was also so much easier to see relationships between abstract concepts. And Oxiracetam helped me to see the underlying structure of information and sift out less significant bits. That's crazy. It's like, Oxiracetam does do that. It gets you in a place where you just kind of cut the fat on stuff. I just think this is fascinating. I'm trying to see. Okay, so I was dosing 300 milligrams. Then he goes quite low, but I'm usually very sensitive to compounds for the last 5 to 7 days, alongside my usual vitamin schedule. So super low dose, right? And he was doing it, 300 milligrams for 5 to 7 days. I know plenty of people that respond to those low doses on racetams. You don't have to take a gram of oxiracetam to get the effect necessarily. I'm definitely switching from modafinil to oxiracetam as my study nootropic. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? Dude, switching from modafinil, Nuvigil, Provigil, anti-narcoleptic compound, facilitates sleep inhibiting peptides and wakes up the brain, also improves extracellular dopamine profile. And I don't know. I mean, that's basically the extent of it. But so many good things from low dose oxiracetam. He didn't mention the choline source. Who knows what it would have been? But I just think that's cool because it has all this cool stuff. And the thing that really stands out to me is that the bulk of the information that he needed to study and remember, he did 5 hours before taking the test. So talk about the brain like totally being optimized in the realm of memory, you know, from a simple racetam. A lot of folks want to go crazy, and that's why we wrote all our books. We wrote with a racetam God Guide, which has some stacks like 8-9 compounds, multiple racetams, multiple other compounds, and those are super stacks you want to take to just like your brain to just be on some other thing, alien focus. But something as simple as a couple 100 milligrams of oxiracetam like blew the sky's mind, and it's totally awesome. Thanks so much for watching. Specials on our stuff. I mean, if you want a significantly powerful stack that does that and more in the eyes of our users, you got to buy a bottle of Cortex. I mean, this stuff is strong. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking for when they want to buy nootropics. Coupon code 5, F-I-V-E. That gets you a bottle of Cortex for $28 right now. Can't beat that. If you need my help personally, we have a consulting service. Get that at livecortex.com. It's a 40-minute Skype call with me. And again, if you're new to nootropics, you just got to buy Smarter, Better, Faster. It's our book that teaches you everything, and it's digital. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you next time. What's up, everybody? Ryan Michael Balla here. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Look, we've got, as it stands, 5 primary products that I want to just explain to you. You heard us mention them during the video, so I'm going to break them down. Number 1, from left to right, the Cortex Nootropic Stack. This is a cognitive enhancement stack that you really want to take to turn the lights on. Just to give you an idea, hardcore business folks that require 18 to 20 hours of brain function, take the Cortex Stack. That's what we initially designed it for, but then like everybody in the nootropic sphere loved it. Verbal fluency, speed of processing, motivation, drive to want to work. That's what the Cortex Stack does. Moving right along, the Aniracetam guide there, that is called the Beginner's Guide to Aniracetam, breaks down 25 powerful Aniracetam stacks, shows you how to use Aniracetam. It's essentially the everything guide to Aniracetam. Long demanded, folks asked us for it. We delivered. It is fully digital, lots of powerful stacks. And then there's the Nootropic Stack for the business professional. That's basically 100, right around 100 powerful uridine, modafinil, theacrine, aniracetam, oxiracetam, phenylpiracetam, Alcar stacks for business situations, for the type of brain states that business folks need for sustained performance. Next is the Racetam God Guide. That is a high-level every Racetam guide, digital guide. We've got all the major Racetams with accompanying focus stacks and memory stacks and speed of processing stacks. In that Racetam. There's 8 major nootropic Racetams, and that guide explains all of them and accompanying stacks. Then there's the NuPep Pro Stack List. The NuPep Pro Stack List is a digital guide that explains oral, so just taking it by mouth, sublingual, taking it under the tongue, and then intranasal, spraying NuPep nasal spray in your nose, stacks. It's just a bunch of stacks, a giant stack list of NuPep stacks that are highly effective, pro-level, specific brain state inducing type of NuPep stacks. That thing has been a hit out there with the market. And then last, there's Smarter, Better, Faster. Smarter, Better, Faster is the all-around, everything nootropics digital guide. If you just want to learn everything, many racetams, modafinil, etc., get Smarter, Better, Faster. It's like the guide you need to know if you're new to nootropics to learn basically everything and to walk away knowing what you need to know on nootropics. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Get this stuff at livecortex.com and rock on.